It is a beautiful Saturday night for me right now, so it'll probably be Sunday by the time this video comes out. And with that being said, today's video, I'm going to talk about my favorite albums that came out within the past month. So favorite music in a whole, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of great music that's came out in this past month that I'd like to discuss. So with that being said, maybe something to snack on, maybe some cranberry juice, some Cheerios, and really quick, bro, I'd like to do a disclaimer because I just ate a bunch of Cheerios, and I don't know if it's just me, but like if you eat too many Cheerios, your stomach's gonna hurt like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's like the wheat in it, or I don't know what it is, bro. But this first album that I'd like to talk about is Glockaveli by Key Glock. I really enjoyed this album. I think that a lot of the beats on here are incredible. You know what I'm saying? This came out 15 days ago now, May 2nd, at the very beginning of May, and Hallelujah had an incredible sample flip I really enjoyed. The flows on here are very infectious, you know what I'm saying? Very powerful, very potent. Key Glock's just known for having a great flow, bro. It kind of reminds me of Tupac in a way, where it's like a deep, booming voice. I've always enjoyed styles like that. I know Big X the Plug also has that type of style, but the thing I like about Key Glock is his beat selection. He feels so authentic, and you can tell he puts a lot of effort into every single one of his albums. And despite sounding the same, he can still find a way to mix it up by changing something as simple as like the production, you know what I'm saying? And you can really tell, because the production really means a lot more than a lot of people give it credit for, you know what I'm saying? The production is the entire vibe of the song. I mean, yeah, your voice can add a lot to it as well, but the production is very important, and he has great production and is very fully developed as an artist. I'd like to bring up the album by Bodie James, Conversational Pieces. This also was released on that same day, and I just enjoyed some of the production on here as well. Real Bad Man is a pretty good producer. Bodie James has been working with a lot of pretty good producers this year. I think this is like his 6th, 7th album where he's just dropped with producers, and it's only May, bro. I don't know what Bodie James type of timing is on, bro. He's acting like he's like Gucci Mane or something with all the music that he's been dropping, but I really enjoy Bodie James' music. I really wish he would lock in and actually put like a fully fleshed out product, because I feel like he's been kind of just rushing through stuff and releasing it back to back to back. But with that being said, it's pretty good. Stan Always Will by Stan Will is a pretty funny album. I didn't think it was one of Stan Will's best albums, but I definitely enjoyed it a little bit. As well as Excelsior by Benny the Butcher. I also did not enjoy too much, but I definitely had some great songs that I got off of there, like BSF and Sign Language. Some of the stuff with the lyricism actually is my biggest issue with some of that Benny the Butcher product that he just released. I do normally like Benny the Butcher's like lyricism, all the styles that he has. I love Benny the Butcher, but I'd like to bring a shout out to Lilo. You know what I'm saying? He's a Detroit artist. It's a new Detroit style that he's been trying to like craft up for quite some time. He dropped a song called Perfect Blue at the beginning of the month, and I really enjoyed it. I'd also like to discuss Norbit by Boss. I think that has some of the best production. I am a little bit indifferent about this song though, because of the fact that the HICs, I don't know if I like her voice, bro. Like her voice kind of killed the vibe of the song. And Absol and Boss, despite having like good flows and good styles and good verses, I think that my biggest pet peeve with them is some of the lyricism can be a little bit tacky. I think it's very difficult to make music and show emotion without having any amount of corniness to it, but I think Absol definitely can sometimes be a little bit difficult to listen to when I hear him say some stuff where I'm just like, oh, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mike also just dropped an album with Tony Seltzer, Pinball 2. In my opinion, it's incredible. I really don't have a lot of bad things to say about it. I like Mike's flows on here, bro. Mike's flows on here are crazy, as well as the Tony Seltzer production is always incredible. Shout out Tony Seltzer, one of the greatest producers that we've seen in a while. He has a song with Earl Sweatshirt on there, and you could argue that it kind of sounds like it was just kind of thrown on there. You know what I'm saying? Earl Sweatshirt is a great artist, but I think that for what this is, I think it could have been another better verse from the both of them. However, I still enjoy the song. I still think it's incredible. But you know, like some people just throw features on songs and then just be like, you'll probably go here because you're Earl Sweatshirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take away from the song though. I think the song's still incredible. But Kali Uchis just dropped an album, and I don't know if it was just me, but I've always had a difficult time getting into Kali Uchis because I thought her voice was a little bit weird at times. But when you start to like appreciate Kali Uchis and you like kind of like like just dig into her music, I think that a lot of it can be really good if you let go of like everything. You know what I'm saying? Just think, like be mindlessly listening to it, bro, and just like feel the beauty of the art. You know what I'm saying? It's really beautiful music that she's been releasing, and there's a lot of highlights on this album. Like I Love You So Much It Hurts, Sunshine and Rain, Angels All Around Me, Daggers, All I Can Say, Fall Apart, and It's Just Us are all incredible songs. No Worries with Knowledge and Innocent Pack, one of my favorite duos, just released a new song, and I'm hoping this is going to lead into an album. It kind of looks like it's going to lead into like some type of, what's it called? It looks like it'd be for like some type of movie, bro. Like, you know, like those Pharrell Williams, whenever he's like about to be in a movie or something like that, they have that really animated type of cover. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is the Lego movie. We're going to watch this. Or Intergalactic by Kid Cudi, stuff like that. It kind of gives that vibe. I'm kind of hoping that the album is just as good as their past two. If they are dropping that album, I'm not exactly up to date on that. Red Veil also dropped Square One. I really enjoyed the production on that album. And recently, Blast just dropped like a little EP thing called Unreleased, and I really liked some of the songs. I think Ain't Done is an incredible song, as well as Ayo and Issue are both pretty good. I like the flows and styles on them. And then the last album that I would like to talk about here is Amine, and he just dropped this project, 13 Months of Sunshine, yesterday, actually, at the time I'm recording this. And I really, really love Amino's styles and flows and stuff like that. However, again, sometimes I just can't get behind the lyricism, bro. Like, sometimes the lyricism just makes it like a really big turnoff from the music to me. And I don't know if I'm the only one who feels that way. But, like, somebody in the comments let me know if I'm crazy, bro. Because I don't want to sound like a hater. I still can enjoy and appreciate the music. But there's some things that I just could not play in front of other people because of the fact that it's like, bro, like, it's just a little bit difficult to digest. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, though, I can still listen to it. It's still earbud music. You know what I'm saying? It's still pretty good earbud music. And a lot of this stuff you can't actually play on aux. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this album is really solid. My biggest songs on here, my favorite songs on here is probably New Flower featuring Leon Thomas. I really enjoyed. Leon Thomas is a great artist. You guys got to lock in. You know what I'm saying? Temptations is another incredible song. 13 MOS is another great song. And probably my favorite on the album is Changer featuring Chloe the God. I really enjoy the repetition on that song. Like, it's like a repetitive type of like catchy type of vibe going on there. You know, so I really enjoyed it a lot. But with that being said, these are just some of my favorite albums and projects and songs that have come out over the past month. And, you know what I'm saying? I just want to group it all up and appreciate some of this music, bro, because it's really beautiful. It's all been pretty good. And also, I've been listening to a lot of Future, bro. So, but that's like not newer stuff. I'm just trying to catch up on his discography and all that. Right now, I'm kind of far. I'm on Hendrix right now. I think I've listened to like 10 Future albums back to back to back to back to back. And yeah, I honestly really enjoy Future's earlier projects. But with that being said, if you guys want to check out my socials, we got them right here. And it's all positivity for the rest of the year, bro. I'm going to be completely locked in, hopefully, if my job don't stress me out too much, bro. Because that really does suck the soul out of you, bro. Like, a 9-to-5 really does suck the soul out of you. I'm going to be honest with you. But on the bright side, I'm always bounce back. Y'all already know I'm always bounce back. We're always going to be good. With that being said, though, I love you all so much. I'm Conflicted, and I'm out. Peace.